Good morning, folks. I hope you guys are having a great morning. Now, we are actually around, I would say, 7 days away from the month of October. I would say 8 to 9. Today's the 23rd. Let's just say a week away. All right. If I'm not if I'm not precise, I do apologize, but we're the 23rd of September. So I think it's around a week away. Anyway, let's start with the Caribbean, guys. The Caribbean is getting very interesting, and I did said this before that huge quakes are coming for the Caribbean. And as I said that the last video, look what's going on. 4.0 hit extremely north of Puerto Rico. So there's a swarm of quake happening around the area of Puerto Rico, southern part of Puerto Rico, uh, British Virgin Islands, and also around Dominican Republic. Swarms of 3.5 is going on right now at British Virgin Islands. Southern part of Puerto Rico, a bunch of small quakes. Extremely north of it, north of Puerto Rico, out in the ocean actually. Pretty decent sized earthquake. A lot of 3.6, and there was a 4 that happened this morning. Dominican Republic over there in right next to Santo Domingo, which is the capital of Dominican Republic, got hit. Actually, a bunch of quakes yesterday. So the Caribbean at this point is just gonna light up with earthquake. Central America is lighting up with earthquake, and also go South America on the coastline of Peru. Oh man, I mean it doesn't stop. Peru and Chile is just barrage. Huge quakes right now are happening off the coast of Peru and Chile. And again, guys, none of this surprised me. Now, the month of October, I told you guys, is going to be a very interesting month. Look at what happened in the month of July. It was a historical moment. It was a movie. July was a blockbuster. Now, I'm saying the same thing for October. It's going to be interesting. One of those months where things are going to happen that people are going to say, wow, that's crazy. So I'm letting you know from now what's coming in the month of October. Central America, same thing. Now, big quakes happening around Honduras, Guatemala, and Nicaragua. Again, there's a subduction zone off the coastline there. Not surprised, big quakes are happening. So whenever you see this start, there's a huge uptick with earthquake in the Caribbean. There's a high possibility that Central America is going to get affected. So this is what's happening to you folks because of what's happening over there in the Caribbean, because some big quakes are happening north of Puerto Rico and around the British Virgin Islands. So there's nothing we can do. We just have to enjoy the ride and know that this is out of our control. Now, Canada, eastern part of Canada, north of Montreal, got hit again this morning. 2.8. Eastern part of the North American continent got hit again. 2.8. Okay? More quakes are coming for this region. Places like New Jersey. I want you guys to get yourself ready because quakes are coming and there is nothing we can do. And this is all because of the Atlantic Ridge is tugging away on the eastern craton that's on the North American continent. San Andreas fault line is getting a barrage of seismic activity. North of the San Andreas fault line too is just getting some quakes, some pretty decent one. Yesterday, San Francisco got hit at 4.3. Actually, right next to San Francisco, 4.3 happened, and same thing with the barrage of earthquake happening over there in Nevada, Valmy, Nevada. Now, the reason why the West Coast is going to experience some pretty decent sized earthquake in the month of October, and I'm going to narrow it down for you guys, is because of what's happening over there on the Russian territory. Now, it's still going off with earthquake. This is because of the Pacific plate. The Pacific plate is moving, it's shifting. It's already shifted. The middle of the Pacific plate shift 5 miles per year. So as I said before, it is crumbling from within. So because of the movement of the Pacific plate, which is basically 1/3 of Earth, the land mass of Earth, which even though it's covered with water, is basically take up 1/3 of Earth. because that the Pacific plate is crumbling from within and shifting at the same time. The earthquake that's happening off the territory of Russia is not going to stop. It's just going to intensify. It's just going to get worse, which is going to affect Alaska. Over there on the southern part of Alaska will get affected, north of Anchorage. Now this part is called the Aleutian Island. Now that section, huge quakes are going to happen. It's going to, even more quakes are going to happen over there in Vancouver Island, Canada, and also off the coast of Oregon, and also over there in Seattle. Now, I just want you folks to get used to it, get ready, because as I said before, the month of October is going to be extremely interesting month. As I said, watch it the way you watch the month of July. Be that alert, especially if you are located in these regions. And it is what it is. And Europe, I have people from Europe messaging me, letting me know that yes, Italy, Rome got hit a 4.2. I'm not surprised. Bunch of quakes is happening over there in Athens. Not surprised. And again, Istanbul, bunch of quakes is happening in Sindirci, Turkey. Sindirci, Turkey, huge quakes. And again, around south of Athens in Greece, quakes are coming. And Rome too is getting some seismic activity. Now, going around the Pacific, the Ring of Fire, Indonesia is lighting up with earthquakes. Japan lighting up with earthquakes. Papua New Guinea, Tonga, Fiji, all these areas are lighting up now with earthquakes. It's a huge uptick that's happening. But keep an eye on the off the coast of Russia, because once a big quake hit off the coast of Russia again, which it will, watch what's coming, and you'll see this happening in the month of October. You're gonna see huge seismic activity disturbance happening off the coast of Alaska, around the the Aleutian Islands, and off the coast of California, Northern California, and also Oregon. There's going to be a huge uptick with this, going all the way down to Mexico, Central America, going all the way down to Chile and Peru, and also the Caribbean, folks. I can't stress this enough. There's something happening right now in the Caribbean where a lot of big quakes are happening, and I don't want you guys to ignore this, because it's serious. This is something, this could be a life or death situation. And what I'm seeing happening right now around the British Virgin Islands, it's not cool. And also around Puerto Rico, north of Puerto Rico. If you guys get hit a 6.5 to a 7.0, a tsunami is definitely coming your way. So as I said before, this is not to spread fear. It's just making you guys aware, making you aware. Because as I said, I'm this type of person, guys. Once you are aware, you won half the battle. Knowing is very, very important. And this is where we're at right now. And there is nothing we can do to stop what's happening. All of this has to do with electromagnetic disturbances. And it is coming from a binary solar system. A planet in that binary solar system enter our solar system already. It's called Nibiru, Wormwood, Planet X, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing we're talking about. This is what comes with it. Volcanic eruption, earthquake, shifting of the plates. Basically, Earth is reshaping itself. Okay? And during this journey, it's going to be, yes, it's going to have a lot of death. I'm not saying it won't because of the seismic activity, because it's a cyclical event that happened every 3,654 years. But if I can save one, if I can save as many as possible by making them aware, I did my job, So this is why I do my video. Again, heads up for the Caribbean, heads up for the eastern part of the North American continent. Over there in California, a lot of quakes are coming. Off the coast of Alaska, Japan, Indonesia, quakes are coming like crazy because the entire Ring of Fire is lit up. Greece, Turkey, and also Italy. Get ready, because some big seismic activity is coming for you guys over there in Europe. And there's nothing we can do. And again, guys, thank you for always watching my video. I will always keep you guys updated, and I appreciate you guys sharing it. I appreciate all the messages, and I try to answer them as much as I possibly can. And I try to answer most of my questions in the videos that I'm doing, so I don't have to answer these questions individually. And these are the questions that I get. So anyway, thank you. Have a great day. Stay blessed and stay safe.